You know, interacting with dogs makes a lot of people happy, but not everyone knows how to greet them correctly.
Oh, and I am just getting to know this dog, so I hope I'm not doing it incorrectly. But Stephanie Bennett, the owner of Believe in Dog Training, is here with the do's of don'ts of greeting a dog. Okay, where did I go wrong?
So let's do, you didn't go wrong at all. He's he's got a lot of energy. So let's do this. Let's switch. I'll give you Tex and let me take Badger.
Okay.
Because he needs a little redirection because he's only 4 months old.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Very
and
good.
Tex and Badger are friends.
They're very good friends. They can't stop playing together. Oh
hey,
yes,
Badger.
Badger's a cattle dog, so he has a lot to say also.
So
Thank
sweet.
You.
Look at that face.
By the way, guys, all of these dogs do have homes and parents.
Yes,
so
indeed.
don't
Very
call.
Good parents.
Yes, don't call wanting to adopt them. But this is a critical time. Stephanie, you've met both of my boys.
Yes.
And my younger son, Andrew, is a little bit more, he loves dogs and loves animals, but he's nervous around them.
Yes.
And so when he always wants to greet them, but I always say, ask the owner first before you go up. And I don't know if, I mean, obviously that should be a good indicator, right?
Yes, I say that not only should you ask the owner, but of course the dog should have a say in the matter, right? The dog should be able to make the choice, not just the owner. So, you know, one of my favorite quotes my mentor says is that petting a dog is an earned privilege, it's not a right. So, you know, just like everybody. So what we're talking about is approaching unfamiliar dogs. You see a person that has a dog that looks kind of friendly, let's talk about the right way to approach them because you don't know that dog. We don't know what may happen or how that dog feels about new people and all of those things.
Exactly.
Now, you've got Tex is not a very good example because Tex will let anybody touch him.
Right.
And so, but I would say that that's kind of rare.
Now, one of the things that people do very commonly, I don't know where we learned this behavior, but people reach down just in a dog's face or to pat a dog's head constantly.
Yes, it's a big one. I don't know where we all learned it either, but it is a big thing. First of all, reaching out just to say, hey, smell me, right? Just smell me. We think that they want to smell us. Sit. Thank you. Good boy. But the thing is that if I'm a dog, if I don't know you, that could be very threatening. You know, I'm sticking my hand right in your face. It's like, whoa, what's that? You know? And then also, the people want to bend over like this and do that, and that's also like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Can be very threatening.
Space. Yeah.
Yes, in my invasion of space. And then also, like you said, patting on the head. So patting on, watch this. If I pat, see him?
He wants to put his nose
He's
down.
like, what? He's like, why?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing? And so they inherently don't like being pat on the head, even though we think that they do. So preferably, they prefer to be scratched under. So I don't know why we all want to go over, but they don't like it over. We go under.
Okay.
Like this. If they say that they want to be touched, we go under.
And you also say stay out of sort of the dog's bubble, right?
Yes. So I want the dog to make the choice to come to me. So if I see a dog that I think looks like may want to interact with me, of course I'm going to give him the choice. I will stay out of their kind of bubble and then get low. Give them my side, so I'm not looking at them head on. Give them my side, stay low, and then let them come to me on their own time. If they've come to me, then that means they want to be pet and they want to interact. They get to make the decision.
And you say stay on the side because approaching them head on can be very threatening to them, right?
And like it does take it as a staring or approaching head on can be threatening.
And that's very interesting because as children, we always want to bend down, right? We want to get to their eye level.
That's
and
right.
As our pets, we need to be there too.
Yes. And the other thing is that, you know, it's especially unfamiliar dogs, but you see it on the news. I mean, this is how people get bit all the time. Grabbing or hugging or putting your face in an unfamiliar dog's face is very big no-no, just because, and kids do it a lot, you know? And so, you know, like I said, we've got dogs that we can train to, that have the natural temperament to train to, like Tex, you know, they can kind of do whatever they want to Tex. He's very tolerant. That's just his natural temperament. But like I said, I would say that that's kind of rare. Most dogs we should approach more like this.
And you also say be mindful of the dog's feelings. So in an environment where there's maybe several dogs or at a dog park when there's lots of sort of activity, be mindful that you coming up to them could be disruptive.
Right, and I don't know you, you're stranger danger, right? There's stranger danger, just like us. They have stranger danger, and, you know, not all, I mean, if I don't know you, if I'm a little dog too, you could be like Jolly Green Giant. It's really scary. You know, I have to get to know you a little bit. What's wrong with that, right? Let me get to know you a little bit.
And Stephanie, what about advice for pet owners who may be out in the neighborhood walking a pet that they've just adopted, and that pet is really skittish around other people? I mean, how do you proceed out into the world when you have to walk your dog, right?
Yes.
How do you approach strangers as a human with a dog? Do you warn them like, hey, don't get close to my dog?
Yeah, so what I say to people is just say, we're in training. We're in training. I have a new rescue. People will hear those words. Sometimes people are blinded by cute puppy and they just want to keep coming. So, but people will hear if you say, we're in training, or he's a new rescue, or he's a little fearful, then that's good. I also love, we have these yellow vests, these big bright yellow vests, and they say, in training, give me space.
Oh, that's genius.
And so that's a visual, right? It's like yield, yeah? So that people can understand. But those things are very, very useful. But usually the words, we're in training, that will help. Yeah, people go, oh, okay, let me yield.
Or back off, lady.
It's sort of like
that works too.
The student driver aspect, right? You see that student driver.
It is, because it is interesting to me how many people, they go straight forward and they don't see the dog clearly giving body language of like, I'm a little uncomfortable, I'm a little uncomfortable. Right. And so we have to help people understand.
And to just drive home the point is, especially a puppy, the interaction, the human interaction is very important. So we're not saying don't go up to the dog in the intro. Just be mindful.
That's right, that's right. And unfamiliar dogs mostly. I mean, our dogs, our own pets, get tolerant to us and what we like to do and all of that stuff. But even Badger, I mean, he's not showing this at all today, but he can be a little wary of new men when they're meeting him. And that's just his nature. And so we're not saying don't come. We're just going to teach you how to do it in a very, so it ends up being a very positive experience for Badger.
Stephanie Bennett, we always love your tips, and we always love the little pups that you bring. Thank you so much for coming by.
The dog whisperer.
Thank you so much.
In case you hadn't heard, Stephanie is Tex's trainer. She has done such a good job with our little man. If you would like to contact Stephanie, you can visit the Scene on Houston Life section of our website. She can work miracles, for sure.
And we'll be right back with a look at what's happening on tomorrow's show.
Thank you.